Hey everyone, and welcome to Art Again for this week. It's Art Time with Millsy. I'm back again. So I have created a fun activity for you to try, all based around a book that you know very well. It's one of my most favourite books. It is The Dot. It is a great book and one that really gets you to use your imagination. So that's where I've created some of your activities for today, and it is a brilliant book to just sit and listen and also wonder about how creative you can be.
The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. "There!" Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper back towards Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. Her dot! All framed in swirly gold. I can do better than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolours and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colours. "If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too." Vashti splashed her colours with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Please, sign it." The learning intentions for today are: we are learning to use found objects to make a shape, and we are learning about texture and shape. The success criteria are: I can use shape and texture to help me select my materials, and I can make a circle using found objects. In this example, I use textures, pencils and crayons to create my dot shape, and I like the way that all the colours really work well together, and I made it into a bit of a rainbow display as well. So it's an interesting way to create a dot shape. Now you could look for lots of other things around your house that could create something very similar to this. In the next example, I like the texture that I've created using seeds. So I got these from my pantry. Remember, if you're going to do that, ask Mum or Dad if you're allowed to. And I created my shape using seeds. So again, an interesting way to do it.
So remember, have a good look around your house to find something that has an interesting texture to it as well. By texture, I mean things that might feel rough or smooth, or could be fluffy, or might be spiky. see what you can come up with. I have a lot of stuff around my house that I could have used to create my dot. The other thing is, see if you can come up with things that have interesting shapes in them as well, like those seeds that I used when I put them all together. They're all kind of the same colour, but that bumpy, slightly different colour change worked really well to create an interesting dot. Now, the other important thing is to make sure that you take your photo from a bird's eye view, straight over the top of your dot that you've created. That's really important because that can show me how well it actually works out and that it's in a nice circular space. So that's really important. I'm looking for that bird's eye view photo when you post it as well. Have a great time and enjoy.